Hello everyone, it's Andy Little, the IB Diploma Program Coordinator at Discovery Canyon Campus, coming to you on this Monday, October 29th, to talk about some of the upcoming activities that we have within our school and our community. The first thing that I wanted to talk about this morning with you guys is something that's really neat and a great opportunity for our school and our community. Our IB kids have decided to do a service project and collect coats at the front of the school. What's really neat about this is that it's been entirely student driven. They've done the research and figured out that there is a need with a lot of children in El Paso County, and they want to give back. This second part of why this is such a neat thing is it's going to be done on all three campuses. Our DP Diploma Program students, as well as our middle years program and our primary years program students, are going to take part in this activity. So it's a K-12 activity through the IB program at Discovery Canyon. It's really neat. Students are putting up signs this week. There will be collection boxes at the front of all three entrances, and it's a nice opportunity for our community and our kids to give back. I got to meet with fifth graders last week, and we're putting together their presentation as well as meeting with our high school kids to make sure we're working together to try to make a difference in our community. So if you have an extra coat, if you have a jacket, if something warm at home that you do not need anymore, if you could bring that in and drop those off at the boxes at the front of the school, that would be awesome. It once again is a neat opportunity for our kids to give back, and I love the fact that it is student driven and they have done the research, and they're going to be giving the supplies to Lutheran Family Services. And this coat drive is going to last through the month of November. So you're going to see signs up, and you're going to see the boxes out in front of the school. And please, if you have something at home, if you're willing to donate, please bring in those jackets and coats and help support our kids, support others in need within our community. The second thing I wanted to talk about is it is time to register your students for their IB exams in May. Registration starts now. It ends the first week of November, so we need your students to bring in their IB exam forms as well as their payments for the testing this week. Most of our students have already completed this, but there are still some of you out there who we haven't heard from yet or still need to get that form and money turned in to the IB office. So if you can help us out this week and make sure you get your forms and your money turned in to the diploma program office at the front of the high school. We'd love to finalize this the next week to make sure that all of our students get properly registered for the correct exams in May. The last thing I wanted to talk about was a neat opportunity I had last week to get to all of the world history classes and talk to sophomore students about the diploma program. I went into the classrooms along with other current 11th and 12th grade diploma program students to talk about the opportunities that IB had for your students moving forward in their academic careers. We had a ton of questions from kids, and I find it helpful to not only give them a quick overview from myself, but also bring in current students that are working through the program. We have a philosophy in our building of IB for all, and we strongly feel that we have a program, or at minimum, at least one IB class that your sons and daughters will benefit from. And what we would love to do moving forward is continue the conversation. I know it's really hard in your sophomore year to start thinking about 11th and 12th grade, but this first time presentation was just to plant the seed and get kids thinking about their futures within their 11th and 12th grade. The plan is to get into the classrooms a second time in December, but also host a series of roundtables that we'll be doing during lunches where your students have the opportunity to talk to diploma program students about the classes they're taking, the teachers that they have, the opportunities that they're creating for themselves moving forward. And we will get those times and dates to you as soon as we get those finalized. They will be in the library during lunches. But then we'll also do another round of presentations in December and then in January when students have to start registering or at least signing up for their junior and senior classes. So it's really neat. I think it's awesome that our current 11th and 12th grade students are willing to come back and talk to those sophomores and talk about their experiences. I think it's one thing to hear from me talk about what IB can provide for them. I think it has a different relevancy when they can hear from other 11th and 12th graders who are exactly where they were either a year or two ago, and get to see the benefits that my current students are getting through the diploma program. So I hope you all have a good week. Thank you once again. Please, if you have jackets or coats, look to bring those in to help our IB program here at Discovery Canyon campus. And have a good week. See you next week.